Góðan daginn and welcome to the Project Pal. My name is Gunnhildur and I'm an Icelander, live in Iceland, and this is my podcast vlog chatty type of thing where I talk mainly about yarn, knitting, crocheting, anything fiber related when I learn about it, because fiber is really interesting and some of the things that people do with fiber is just out of this world. I talk about... I also talk quite a bit about the weather because the weather is interesting and it has affected me a lot. In particular in the past, before I got laundry over there. That's why I got the camera tilted like this. I got a bit of pile of laundry over there and one of the socks decided to obey the laws of gravity. But yeah, about the weather. Before our internet was updated, the internet at my home was terrible, literally terrible. For me to upload, I think like 10-minute video, my record was about 48 hours. Very bad internet connection, so it's a lot better now. First time when I was starting to upload, I think it was like I want to say like 20 minutes or somewhere around that, 20-minute video. I literally started uploading, and then I think I went to check something. It was less than a minute and the video was up. It's such a difference. But yeah, so the weather does affect like the internet connection, if you didn't know. Particularly here in Iceland, very interesting. If there's either a heavy rainfall or snowfall on the other side of the country, like around the capital area or the west, somewhere around that, I'm in the east. Like there's a bit of country in between, but if they are experiencing bad weather, that particularly in the past had detrimental, like catastrophic effect on whether or not I was able to upload my video. That was fun. So don't need to do that. Well, 7:13, knock on wood. Should not have to experience that again. Hopefully, like, I had the luxury of this. So once you taste the luxury, you really don't want to go back. But currently, like yesterday, we had a bit of a storm. I mean, we were on, like, the whole country was on yellow alert, and then my area went on orange for a bit. So that was fun. But today is really calm. It is like 20 minutes, 25 to 12. And we should be getting rainfall this afternoon or this day. It's actually been quite nice. It's overcast. It's not like, it's not warm, but it's not cold. It's like, it's getting up there in temperature. And honestly, most of the snow in the mountains is going. It's going away. So hopefully more of it will be bye-bye after today. And tomorrow we're actually expecting like 17, 18, 19 degrees Celsius. And practically no wind. So it's gonna be... I'm probably going to melt, so I need to remember to put some... prepare for some ice for tomorrow. It's okay when you reach like that medium, when the temperature slowly rises, so you can acclimate with it. But when it goes from cold to warm, like such a yo-yo, it's like just really uncomfortable. But someone broke nature's thermostat, so we just have to deal with it. Actually, speaking of warmth, come on. Oh, you flipped. I had it prepared and then it just went bundled up in my hands. Look at... the bra done of the bikini. And I do really like these cups. I think they turn out quite nice. And honestly, if I were... I feel like if I wanted to, I could like use this cup pattern and then make a top out of it. That would not be terribly difficult, I think. The straps are fine. It's a little on the narrow side. Same with the strap that goes around. This one I'm going to remake. I wanted to, I mean, this is, I do manage to tie it in the back. But I want it to be longer. Like, I don't want to be like fiddly behind my back. I don't like that. So I'm gonna remake this band, and I'm gonna make it a little thicker. Because I've had a chat with some people who have made like bikinis before, and they from experience tell me that it's way better to have a thicker band, because when you have like, this is literally just two chains wide. It's like, that's not enough. It's going to be digging into my skin, my flesh, if I go with this. And you know, obviously I have not woven in any ends or anything, but you know how I am with weaving in ends. It's gonna take a little while. But I really like the scallop edge. I really like how the cup turns out. So yeah, I'm gonna remake the band because I need to be able to actually use this thing. But yeah, I got, I think, like more than half of the skein left. This is, you know, acacia from Hobby. It's really nice, it's really soft. The only thing is that it was a little annoying at times to try, for me at least, to try and crochet with this yarn, because the thread did tend to like split a little bit. Might simply have been because I was working with a 3.5mm crochet hook, as the pattern dictates. But whatever, I mean, the finished product looks really nice. The fabric is nice and tight and soft, and that is what matters. So I was going to start on the bottom like yesterday or on Friday. Thursday was knit night, so that wasn't going to be happening. I was working on the sweater. Friday night we actually had a little bit of a tidying up day at my work, like tidying up, going outside after regular hours, so we were working a bit of an overtime, to pick up the trash that has blown up over the winter time. And if any smokers in town have been hiccuping like crazy, they deserve it. So one of the superstitions here in Iceland is that if you think badly of someone, they will have hiccups. So when you have a hiccup, that's because someone is thinking not terribly nice things about you. Or at the very least is thinking about you. So I really hope that those people got some hiccups, because the amount of cigarettes, like these filter stubs, just all over the place. And of course, you know, the regular amount of tiny bits of plastic and paper. The paper is borderline fine because it at least, you know, becomes one with the soil. It's just maybe not right outside the grocery store. That's maybe not the nicest. And also we do have itty bitty bushes. Plants. We have a bit of plants outside that have somehow managed to survive 18 years. I'm really impressed. But yeah, so we were tidying up, and then afterwards we went outside for dinner and drinks, so that was a lot of fun. So obviously I did not crochet any bit when I got back home. And yesterday it was just a lazy day, so lazy day, she says. I did manage to do a little bit of writing, so go down. So that was fun. So yeah, I really want to get started on the bottom today because, like I said, this like I said, this type of project is such an easy thing to do over a weekend or something. Like, if you're faster than me, you can definitely do a full set in a day. So yeah, really want to get this started. I have taken a bit of a look at the pattern in advance so I can understand what the directions are, and I think I get them. But the thing is that if I want to make the tie, well, no wait, I'm thinking ahead. So the ties at the bottom, should be able to see it on the pattern itself if you check. But like, you got the two halves, the front and the back, and then you crochet like ties, and those are 2 chains wide, just like with the top part. And I think that should be fine with the bottom, because you're tying up this side, you're not like putting it around your waist. Yeah, yep, okay, that's gonna be fine. And yeah, so hopefully I am going to be at least starting on the bottom today. Yeah. And as for my knit project, it is coming along really nicely. I managed 8 centimeters. 8 centimeters on Thursday. I managed 6, 7, and I managed 8. I'm like very pleased with myself. But again, the pattern doesn't really show up on drops area, but it looks really nice. And honestly, this is so soft and nice, and it doesn't sting at all. So I'm really looking forward to getting this done. I've got about, I think about 7 centimeters done. Got 7 centimeters left to do for this part, and then I will be doing those short rounds that I've never done to catch up, or to because the pattern pulls. So you do the short rounds to make up for it, I think you would say in English. And then a little bit more, and then I've got this part done, and then I can start on the sleeves, and then that's done. And again, my my lashke is horrible, but I don't care because it's on the back, and that I don't see my back, so that will be someone else's problem if they see it. So that of course means that I need to start thinking about what project I want to work on next when I'm done with this one. And of course I want to get started on another sweater. This one from Garden Studio, so I can actually link this one down below. It's called Sweet Spring. So this is made from 2 threads of Drops Kid Silk, and there are so many dogs in my neighborhood. It's like, and the weather is so nice, so everyone is taking them out walking. And my little neighbor downstairs, he's a Dachshund, and he's one of those who just barks. Like, there's another one a little further out there, not a little bit, yeah. Another Dachshund, but that one, he will bark until you don't notice him, and then he's done. Then he's just like, okay, fine. My little neighbor, no, he just keeps talking. But yeah, the next one that I want to work on is from Garden Studio, this loveliness. The thing is though, it has these gorgeous cables on the sleeves, and I've never done cables. I'm gonna do them the first time in Kid Silk. Oh shoot. So there's that. I just noticed that there's been an addendum, so I will need to check the webpage and probably just write it, whatever the correction is. Okay, need to keep that in mind before I get started on this. But if I remember correctly, because the wonderful, wonderful people who own the coffee shop, the coffee shop slash yarn store, when it's knit night, they decide to give us, when we are there on knit nights, they decide to give us a 20% discount on yarn. 20. And I've already checked, because that's what you do when you're like looking up yarn. You do like check what the official store is selling the yarn on. And I'm not lying, my tiny little independent yarn store is cheaper than most others. Like, there's a chain store in Reykjavik that, you know, you would think that a chain store would be cheaper. No. My little independent little store, they are cheaper. So that makes me even happier, way happier. I'm already happy to be supporting my local independent little store, but the fact that they already managed to be cheaper than the big chain stores just makes me, I'm kind of proud, like, not gonna lie. But yeah, so I picked up, was this one 25%? Because they did have a birthday celebration one night, so the yarn was 25% off. And I'm thinking whether that's when I picked this up or when I picked up something else. And I can't remember, and I don't care, because anyway, it's this dropskid silk in this absolutely gorgeous, like, light lilac color, and it's gonna be so light and breezy. And in this, it's gonna be gorgeous. It's gonna be a bit of a challenge, which is probably why I will feel a little bit better to have some moral support on the knit nights. So we will see how that. I'm absolutely positive there will be first time mistakes. We do not call them mistakes, we call them discoveries. There will be some discoveries along the way, which is to be expected, because I am not an expert in knitting. I just bulldoze my way ahead. I'm just like full steam ahead. And honestly, I feel that's better than when I couldn't like do things because they weren't perfect. Because I have had this very long period of time in my life when I couldn't do anything because it wasn't perfect, and I was stuck in this mindset of because I couldn't make it up to a standard that I wanted straight away. You know, when you're starting something and you just want to make it a masterpiece for first try. That's never gonna happen. But it is absolutely crippling when you are stuck in this mindset that you want to make it perfect but you can't. And it's absolutely crippling. It just stops you from doing so many things. So I am so happy and grateful. I'm a little concerned at times because I do need to press the brake, because I've pretty much gone from being stuck because my brake was on full time to, is my brake on? But it does feel a lot better when you are actually able to laugh at yourself and acknowledge that it's okay to make discoveries, because that's how we learn. The faster that we make mistakes, the faster we learn, because then we learn how to not make the mistakes and rectify the mistakes. And rectify the mistakes is something that is constantly going. But I did benefit from you know, having dropped my stitches in the past, because I actually managed to drop a stitch when I had to pull back in the pattern. I had to pull back in the pattern itself. A year ago I would have frozen. I would have been like just stopped. Instead I went, found my crochet hook. I always have a crochet hook in my little bag, and I crocheted that sucker back up. Did I do it correctly? I have no idea. Did I get it? Yes. So I am very, very happy. I do know that my medication helps a lot because it helps me bridge the gap that is in my brain. It's a little bit like glasses, honestly. Like my medication is basically like my prescription glasses. You're a little bit fussy right now. So like my glasses, they help. They do not make the problem go away, they help. So yeah, like my glasses, my happy little white pills bring my brain into focus. So I am big. Ugh, I'm starting to hiccup. I've been talking too much. But yeah, I wasn't gonna be talking about blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I'm gonna stop that train of thought because I don't want. I'm getting distracted. Like, it's getting warmer right now and getting hotter. And I think it should start raining soon. Which is gonna be so nice for the plants. It's gonna be, oh, everything is turning so green. Oh, it's so wonderful. And it's so warm, and everyone, like, there's been a lot of people outside just walking their dogs. I had the wonderful, so I was walking back up my street. I know, I'm going from one thing to another, but I was walking up the street when I was back from my walk this morning, and I saw one of the ladies that I am familiar with. She was outside walking with her teeny tiny little white dog, and because he's one of these extremely polite, obedient ones, so he's off the leash because he isn't aggressive. He isn't like, most often when people come close, he's hiding. He doesn't go, you know, he's very, very shy. But he wasn't listening to his human. He was like finding reasons to be sniffing around the parking lot, which I'm like, that's a bit weird. But I had seen him look up and, you know, check things out. And don't you just love it when someone who is tiny and cute and fuzzy finds a reason to stick around just so they can come and say hi to you? He literally had his human weight so that he could come and say hello to me when I was closer. It was so adorable. He was like tiny, and the hair on his fur is just so soft, and he was so adorable. He was so cute. No bark at all. No bark. He's just wanted to say hi, so he had his human weight. But yeah, today's project is make ice for tomorrow. I'm gonna start on the bikini bottom. I'm thinking if I keep saying this, but then I only work on this on nights. But I really want to get this done, mainly because it's gonna be so warm, so nice to wear. But also like I'm not tired of it, but I do want to like get started on the next project. And I got so many projects to work on, but at the same time, like, there are projects that I don't want to finish because I don't like finishing things. Speaking of finishing, let's finish this video. Mainly because I need to go and find myself something to drink. So, thank you for watching. I will hopefully see you again next weekend. Hopefully I will not melt tomorrow. And yeah, hopefully see you again next weekend, and I will talk to you later, okay? Take care. Bless, bless.